rituals, yeah, that's meditation. Only few allowed in my home reservations. Y'all turn me to this monster, mental patient. Now I need isolation. Isolation. I need isolation. Separation. I need isolation. I need isolation.
This is Broham's Chugging Brews. Hi, my name's Fidel. I'm your host, and today my guest is EJ Sochia from Torrance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. I'm really excited.
Most definitely.
We have a special little new segment for the podcast, probably about 2 beers deep. So today we have Arizona Premium Spiked beverages, hard juice cocktails, some old, childhood flavors for the adults. So we're gonna start off with mango first. I'm excited because you haven't had this, and I'm telling you right now, these are all delicious.
Sweet.
I never would have tried any of these if it wasn't for this channel. So
I'm excited. Yeah, I know all these just
Right.
without the alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, some
I
of them
just had this one without the alcohol.
Some of them taste very, very, very similar to the non-alcoholic ones. So, let's crack open this first one.
Chugging it.
Chug it, taste it. What's up?
Oh my, yeah.
What's up?
This is good.
Yeah, these are
It's not as sweet as I thought it would be.
right.
Man,
Yeah.
it's like perfect. It's crazy.
So when I was doing my reviews, I started off with the Arizona iced teas, the tea version, and they were okay, but they weren't nowhere near as good as the juices, because there's the teas, the juices, and then there's the lemonades. The next guest has the lemonades, but the juices are fantastic.
Yes. These are really good.
So tell us, at what age did you start, and what city or what grade, or
So I started making music probably when I was around 14 years old. Me and my buddies, we had a program called Acid Pro, and I recorded with a Nickelodeon microphone that didn't really work, but we made it work. And I grew up in the church as well, so I started doing music for the church. When I was about 18, I left my mom's house and pretty much got thrown into the world, and that's when everything started really just coming all together. That's when I started writing. All the pain you ever hear from me, that's where it comes from. It really opened my eyes. I thought I can go and be great, and I sunk real fast. So I was able to learn a lot of lessons, and that's kind of where it all began, I would say, around 18.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I hear all your music, and yeah, you do talk a lot about your life experiences. Where did you come up with this name?
It's just my name.
Just your name?
Yeah, first name Edward, and I'm a junior. Last
Okay.
name Sochia, ain't nothing to hide. You feel me?
Got you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, starting out with well, it sounds like you got most of your like experience at your younger years from church.
Yeah, you'll hear me reference God a lot.
Right, that's cool.
A lot of my songs. Yeah, I would say I played the drums for the church. So it's a God. I always say my talent from God.
Yeah, so
whether I'm like a saint or not, you feel me? Like,
yeah,
I don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, an artist with multiple talents then, since you know how to play the drums and any other instruments.
I can play a little guitar, but my sister.
I saw that reel with the little guitar.
Yeah, that was a little. Yeah, my sister's really good guitar.
Yeah.
I can't play
that's
guitar
cool.
that well, but she's good. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What are your major influences, like artists, bands?
Real influences. I grew up a lot on just all different types of music. I love Guns N' Roses. I like John Legend.
Right.
Lil Wayne. The Droughts is really kind of just what made me who I am, because when I started listening to all the Droughts, the similes, the metaphors, analogies, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. So that's kind of like where I started writing more and more and more, because I wanted to, I don't want to say be like Wayne, but I wanted to
Yeah, of
open
course.
up people's minds. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah.
Let's finish this
Oh yeah,
this first cocktail.
Man, I haven't drank in so long.
Let's do it. Cheers.
That's delicious. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So we'll do a new cup every time,
Okay,
so we can just put it
I
in
got
the
you. I got you.
Yeah, that's fine right there. We'll leave these cans out for later, so then I'll have you line them up, see which one's your favorite. You get to rank them.
Okay, cool. That's a 10 out of 10 for sure. That was really good.
Yeah, just yeah. I don't do 10 out of 10s just
Oh.
because I don't believe there's that perfect. But there's some where they're close.
Yeah.
Maybe if I didn't get a hangover, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. For me, it's either a 10 out of 10 or a 0 out of 0.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, it was really good.
Gotcha. What does this one remind you of?
Tastes like something from you.
I thought it tastes like Capri Suns.
Exactly.
That's
what it
that,
tastes like.
and that surprised me. I don't even like that flavor, but I appreciated that it tasted like a Capri Sun. Man, you can't beat a Capri Sun like that has alcohol.
That's exactly
That's-
what it
it's
tastes
crazy.
like. That's crazy.
I never would have tried any of these
It's wild.
if it wasn't for this channel.
What made you want to start the channel on reviewing the alcohol or
The different beers. It started when it actually kind of. Well, my wife, she mentioned, hey, you should do this, but it really started from like frustration. I would look up, hey, what is this liquor, alcohol? What does this beer taste like? And some of it, these guys, either they were trying too hard to explain it, or they weren't explaining it in bro terms.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was like, you know what? I don't need to watch a 20-minute video. I don't need to hear all these fruity notes. Like, I want him to tell me, is it smooth? Is it good? What does he give it? Does he recommend it? Because you hear some of those like tequila tasters and they're talking about vanilla. And I'm like, bro, I don't taste that. It tastes alcohol, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. They get real specific.
yeah, and I'm sure they have the palate for it. They got the tongue for it. But I'm just a regular guy. I don't. I like Taco Bell and other regular foods. So maybe not regular foods, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just tell me if it has a really bad aftertaste or not,
That's pretty much what it comes down
Right.
to. How's the hangover?
Yeah, yeah. These, unfortunately, they hide all the information. There's no, I could not find any information on the calories. They only promote the 5% alcohol and that it's made with real brewed tea. So there's technically some caffeine in there, natural occurring caffeine, they say, but they don't tell you sugar. They don't tell you protein. The next thing I got to do is like email and call them, and I'm pretty sure they may not tell me. They're really hiding it.
They're really. And another thing I noticed is that this is in Arizona, but it's made in Wisconsin.
Yeah. So it's like they're using a brewery that's basically down the street because it's a company from New York, and close to I want to say close to the Bronx or Brooklyn. I'm not quite sure, but they have all the information on their teas, but not on the hard juices or the lemonades. I don't know why. There's probably a ton of sugar. That's what I'm afraid of. It doesn't have information on the box. Look, everywhere I looked on the internet, it gets referred to the non-alcoholic beverage. Because at first I thought Cowboy Cocktail, oh, that's alcohol. No, they have like previous versions that would be called different names.
I wonder if it's because the alcohol level's so low. But no,
because everything
should
you
have
know.
it, yeah.
I think it's the sugar content or something. They're hiding something. I imagine, unless these aren't like FDA approved or some shit. But it's like they're out in the market,
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Right.
Here.
So
We're just gonna drink them.
Right.
They're good.
They're good. I'm still gonna drink them. But tell us what would you say is the most fulfilling part about being an artist?
Oh man, the most fulfilling thing is definitely when people hit your inbox and tell you, hey man, I really enjoy this song, or this song touched me or it changed my life. a lot of people will say, the shows, whatever they want to say. But for me, it's like when people hit that inbox and they tell me that, my music is speaking to them, or they're going through the same thing, or it's changed their life or something. There's no amount of money that can compare to that. It could be one person a month, and it's still the best thing ever. I used to want to do this for all the money in the world, but I'm getting older now, so I just do it. I just tell it how it is. I tell you my life, and that's it. And if I could change your life, then cool. Like, that's what I do it for, to be honest.
Yeah. I see a lot of that. People just talking about themselves, sharing their experience, and it connects other people. Mm-hmm. There's some podcasters out there where they're just talking about themselves and how they're feeling, and that's enough for people. So that's really good that you're touching people.
Yeah, man. It's real important to me because for me, I feel like I've battled mental health. Mm-hmm. So I know that there's other people out there that battle the same thing. So if I can save a life, man, one, from the history of doing music, it's worth it to me. Like, that's what it comes down to. Yeah. I appreciate life, man. That's all.
Yeah. That's good. So far, what would you rate this one? 10 out of 10?
No, this was like a 7.
Oh, okay.
It's not my type. Like the
flavor, right.
The flavor, like the sweetness, like the.
You got it.
Not bad though.
Yeah.
But if I was like at a party or something, I'd probably just have one.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I like people to be honest, and it just so happens that all of my guests so far, they've all been not drinking recently, or they've been sober, and I always feel bad. I tell them like, hey, we can switch it up to this or that, and they'll be like, no. I'm like, okay, and I throw out the current alcohol that I'm taste testing, and they're all down so far.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a while, but it's not a problem.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was I think I was like sober for like 2 months, give or take, before I started this whole channel. And yeah, I was like, all right. Well, now I drink with a purpose.
Yeah.
So
there you go. And you're at home.
Yeah, all my chugs. I've tried doing a chug at one of my local restaurants that I really like. Too noisy and like it's.
Where we at? What local restaurant?
It's just right over here, Cafe Flores. Yeah, I've done an actual YouTube video on it, Cafe Flores, and they got really good food.
Okay, cool.
Really good food. I recommend it. I love it. They're always nice to us.
Sweet.
And yeah, it's really chill, really chill.
Yeah, I love food, so I'm always asking. I love Carson, man. There's a lot of good people over here.
Yeah, there's a lot of hole in the walls when it comes to food. Yeah, you'll be surprised. So, what's the hardest part of being an artist?
I would say for me, the hardest part of being an artist is separating that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I live at home with my kids,
right,
and their mom, and trying to do music and be that person, and then going back to being a father and a husband, or you just kind of, it's hard to balance those.
Right.
So like when people talk about going on tour and all that stuff, like, man, as much as that sounds cool, I'd rather just be with my family.
Right.
So that, like, one of the reasons I haven't totally like tried to take off with my stuff is because I don't want that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there's ways around it, like Logic, and I'm sure there's ways to manage your life, but for me, I don't know. So I kind of just give it a little here and there, but for the most part, trying to record. I record every single day, every single night.
It's good.
Kids in the next room, and it's like the hardest part for me is just, what do you want out of this? Are you doing it for fun? You doing it? And I just don't want that lifestyle, but I love making music. So for me, it's kind of like the in between thing.
Right.
But I don't never have writer's block. I can write to any genre. So music isn't hard to me. It's just understanding where I want to go with it.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome though. Are your kids influenced by you? Like do they want to pursue music as well?
They record with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
They record their own songs.
Oh, yeah.
My son freestyles. He's Yeah, he's nice with it.
He's 5 and he
He's 5, yeah.
Oh man, I'll have to get some Capri Suns and have him on the show. You know what I mean? Like that's cool.
He's a singer too, so that's
good.
Yeah, he's amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, like I got 2 kids. I got a daughter. She's 4, and I don't know if you ever played any video games, but it was a PS1 game, Parappa the Rapper.
No.
Well, they have a second one, and there's a little animal in there. He does like DJ, and he does like the scratchy noise. So I was playing it for her. I was like, I know she's gonna like it. It's a free game on PlayStation. And my daughter, she was like, Daddy, what's that? She heard the scratching. She's like, Daddy, what's that? And I'm like, oh, just watch. Eventually, one of the levels, the character like breaks through the wall, like the Kool-Aid Man, with his whole DJ set, and he's a little bear. He's got glasses on. He's got his whole thing going on. She's like, Daddy, I want that. A $20, I got $1, $100. I want that, Daddy. And it's hilarious. So every time I just joke around like that, she just goes with it. And
that's good that she knows that it costs money. That's
she knows we're.
That's dope.
Yeah, we like she'd always ask us like why do you have to go to work, Daddy? And it's like, oh, baby, we need money. So she ends up telling all the kids at school, yeah, my mommy, daddy have no money. So I'm like, oh, that's not the message I'm trying to convey, but. Yeah, sure, whatever.
They asked me the same thing. I have a 4-year-old daughter too. So she just turned 4 last month. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
wow.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I've actually went on Amazon, looking up like beginner. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're all like at $200 or $300, but it's like real sets.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, oh well, shit. I don't think there's a kid version, but.
Yeah, 4 years old.
That's I mean,
kind of tough.
It's very, very tough, but maybe I get one of those sets and I show her, like I do a little.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's how they learn.
Right.
My son can record himself pretty much. He just knows what number to press, space bar, click.
That's cool.
And after they watch it a few times, they'll get it.
Yeah, they're like very intuitive when it comes to all this software and stuff.
You're right.
You think you're ready for
You want me to rap? Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry, my daughter was looking up YouTube shorts.
Oh,
that's
man.
where the music was from.
I already know about those.
Oh man, yeah, she takes over the phone. You mind typing it in?
No, not at all.
There. I'm very excited for this, guys. This is the first time, so it'll happen right here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is it right here.
All right, whenever you're ready.
This is artlist.io.
We got a commercial,
I'm
of course.
Lit, man.
Oh, I know. These things are 5%. They sneak up on you.
Check.
Give me a second. Let these commercials kind of go through. So, are your kids going to? Are you going to allow them to like go after music, like how you went to? Like, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that question. Are you going to have them try to pursue a different route through music, like go more towards trying to make it big, or just record at home?
If they want to do music, they can.
Right.
I'm not
gonna force it on them.
No.
Because I've seen growing up, I've seen parents that are all about sports. They force their kids, and then their kids end up just not they get burned out.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And you see some real talent out there, but if they don't want
it kills their self-confidence because the parents force them into something that I don't want to say that they're not good at, but they're not interested in.
Right.
And it can affect future things.
Yeah, of course.
My son started playing soccer out of nowhere. I never played soccer in my life.
Wow.
And that's his favorite sport. So I didn't have to force that on him, but whatever they want to do, that's up to them. I support it.
Gotcha.
As long as it's reasonable,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
If you're ready, we're ready.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna start the music.
Yeah. EJ. Hey, F what they talking about, I'm all in. Poker face, I was playing this thing with no hand. Oh man, look how far I came though. Everything I got is everything that I prayed for. Say though, you ever had some plans for your life that didn't go how you wanted and said I can't do it? Not me, problems came and I ran to them. No blockers up the middle, I ran through them. Always had hope, always had pride, always had something inside me to set that fire. When I was at my lowest, I still told him I'm fine. When I told my dog that I was homeless, he looked surprised. Never told nobody that shit because I knew I was just stuck in the rut, but I would prove that out the dirt a beautiful thing can bloom. You could get up, get to it, or sit and just sing the blues. Ooh, mom, I'm sorry for them days I turned my back to you. Left my heart in a dark place, I'll bring it back to you. But you the reason that I made it through it all. Not a day went by, I was sitting, wish you would call. You raised me right, but I wasn't left. Hey, I learned some lessons. Guess we all go through it like peer pressure. Came back full circle with a new perspective. Now I love you more than ever, yeah, life precious. This shit is too easy like I'm playing rookie. A lot of rappers sound dumb, they probably played hooky. Some bet on me to lose, time to pay the bookie. Yeah, I grew up off that old way, not Lil Tunchi. I keep going. Yeah,
you're good. You're good. That sounded great. That sounded great.
You, man.
That was real nice. I dig it, man. Wow. Yeah, that was good. That's the first ever, and you're setting the bar.
Break the ice.
You know, hell yeah, dude. I dig it.
Hell yeah.
Let's dig right into this watermelon.
Oh man, let's do it. I'm on 10 already.
Parched, huh?
It,
I appreciate it, man. You know, spitting some bars right here on the podcast.
Appreciate you, man. Thank
you know,
you for having me.
yeah, that was sick. That was sick. You know.
Ooh, this one tastes like the fruit punch drink by Minute Maid.
I thought about. Actually, there's another one. There's another one that tastes like it, I think.
They say hard for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you don't. It's smooth, man.
Yeah,
it's smooth.
Yeah,
but
smooth. I came in like, okay.
Yeah, this ain't nothing.
Everything now I'm just like warm.
Right.
Yeah, this tastes like I would say the Minute Maid.
You know, the thing I've noticed about artists is that, you know, you guys are determined, you know, you guys persevere, and you guys are disciplined because you keep working on your craft throughout these years. Like you don't let it stop you, and that's fantastic. That's great. I feel like artists, you guys are truly living the American dream, meaning that you can do your day-to-day job, do this and that, and you still make time to perfect your craft. And a lot of people they're willing to be complacent, lay down and die, and just work the 9 to 5 and say this is it, you know. And it's great. It's great. So that's why right now I've been blessed, and I've been lucky to have artists come by this podcast, and you know, that's why I appreciate you coming today and you spent some bars. It's cool. It feels like I was on a radio right now, you know, like it's tight. It's tight.
It's dope. It's a dope feeling. I actually never met the guy, but I follow him, and I actually I think we found each other through Illy Smokes.
Yeah, Illy.
And I've been watching him over the last 1-2 years, and just like, you know, him creating his own videos, his own content. Mm-hmm. Like I said, never met him. I know nothing about him, but I could see the progress, and it's just what you were just talking about. Like, and Kobe Bryant says, you know, if I go to the gym from 4 in the morning till 10 in the morning, and you only go from 7 to 10, over the course of time, I'm going to be better than you.
Right.
And I watched that YouTube video probably 2 years ago, and I said, all right, he's right. So I just started recording every day. So I have over probably 800 songs that I haven't dropped, that I've made in the last 2 years.
Gotcha.
But yeah, shout out to Illy. I think that's how we became that mutual.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can have you guys meet. I mean, he's a fantastic guy. He's really humble.
Yeah.
And he's a big fan of Broham's Chug and Brews. Mm-hmm. And actually, I go to him for advice, and he gives me little pointers here and there, like I should go this direction, that direction. And he's the one that actually recommended to ask you to spit some bars.
Oh, nice.
And I'm glad he did.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah.
Like, and
Glad
he was.
we feel, that good energy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's dope, man. Shout out to Illy. I appreciate you, man.
Illy Smokes right there.
Yeah. We're gonna link up right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. I do have a special project I want to work on where it's gonna bring back guests from podcasts, either together or separate or whatever. But it's gonna be alcohol, of course. This is what this channel is, but it's gonna be at a different location, and it's gonna be pretty raw. And like I think there's a I don't want to say too much, but basically trying some other cocktails from a small business that they have I think they got a pretty big TikTok following, but they make custom made drinks in a bucket. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
So it's something that we can try out, and I've seen the before and afters, and people are pretty lit. And it's more of a coming together, hanging out, chit chatting, trying these drinks, and rating them. Making sure everybody gets some sort of attention, publicity.
And that's what you want to do. You want to market it, or publicity, however you want to say it.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely, you want to hit them from all angles.
Yeah. So, do you have any upcoming shows? Nothing scheduled or something scheduled, or?
I've been contacted for a few. Shows are really tricky and iffy.
Right.
So if you're a new artist, listen. I've been doing this for a long time.
Right.
I've done big shows, small shows. Most of the time, it's these promoters that want you to come do shows. They'll have 10 to 15 people performing one night. It gets ugly. It's messy. Your people are waiting for you to go up. It's just one of those things. So shows are always iffy with me. So work. My advice would be, and I know this kind of veers from your question, but
right, it's fine. Go.
Like shows are cool, but you got to make money off your shows.
Okay.
Most of the time, you don't make money off your shows. So I told myself I'm not gonna perform at any big venues until I'm bringing in an amount that I want, or I'm at a place where I think that they value me rather than just like we want you just to sell tickets.
Right.
That's all it is. That's what this game is about. It's real grimy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from watching other podcasts and other artists talk about certain situations that they've been in, from people stealing beats, bars after they just recorded with somebody, and you hear these stories and it's like that's grimy. There's I don't know, there's no honor in there. I don't know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, with that type of stuff, it's like if you're gonna steal my bars, if you need them, go ahead.
Right.
Have them. I got more.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music business is definitely very grimy, but it's awesome.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. It's music.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the back end of things, it can be a little complicated. It can be a little frustrating sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because everybody wants a piece of the pie.
Right.
Everybody wants a piece.
Is there any way that, like, a new artist, I guess, do you have any sort of rules or pointers where a new artist can say, hey, you know what, I shouldn't perform at the show because they're not gonna pay me, they're not gonna value me? Is there any sort of cues that they should look out for? Any advice like that you would give them?
I would say how many artists are on the lineup.
Okay, so
that
like,
night.
is there a number where it's like no more?
I would say like more than 6.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because if I saw a flyer for an open mic and I saw the names were small.
Yeah.
So that looked like 10 or 15 or more, and I was kind of like that shit better start at noon.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And it's always like they say you're gonna go on at this time, and
right. It's never that time, right?
It's never that time. Never.
Too
Not
many
once
issues.
in my life. Yeah. It's always way after. When everybody's ready to go home. Or, for a lot of shows they cater to one person. The headliner. And that's okay. But I've done a lot of great shows. Don't get me wrong. I've done some kick-ass shows, man. I've done the Observatory. My favorite show ever was the Observatory when I was with my cousin A-Ro, AJR, Gutta Gone. We was just having the time of our life, man. And
Nice.
we were just having fun. Those type of shows are awesome. You know, you make a little bit of money off of them, but they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't turn down a show just because I said to.
Right.
You know, it could be a show. It could be a show that changes your life. There can be somebody there that's listening, but just be smart about it. You know,
Gotcha.
Don't come out of pocket every other weekend because you want to perform.
Okay.
You know, if that's the case, save up and put on your own show somewhere.
Gotcha. Is there any city that you would like to perform that maybe you haven't, or that you would like to perform again?
City that I would like to perform in again. You know what? I would like to perform in have a couple, but
Same. You could rank them too.
it's a small little town. I would like to perform, not small, but
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how it would turn out, but I would love to perform in Syracuse, New York.
Okay.
That's where my mom is from.
Where they got those orange guys as mascots, right?
Yeah, the orange one, yeah. Because that's where my mom's from, and I just have so much.
That's cool.
So many, so much music that revolves around her and where she comes from, and I think they would appreciate that live. And then again, if I was to perform again, I have some dope shows. If I was to perform again, I would love to perform with that set that I just said.
Okay.
A-Row, AJR, Gutta Gone,
Right.
DJ Flash. Man, we was one of the best nights ever.
Are they still in the game? Are they still performing and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
A-Row, he still drops music.
Okay.
Gutta Gone, he's from Carson. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No.
Never heard of Gutta Gone?
No, I'm not even from Carson. I just started living here like 3 years ago. Before that was in Long Beach for 7 years.
Yeah.
And I lived in Phoenix. I lived in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually from a small desert town, Imperial, California. I don't know if you've heard this artist, Eddie Zuko.
Oh.
He does like more of reggae.
Okay.
Andy Ruiz, the heavyweight Mexican boxer.
Yep.
I went to high school with him.
So I know a guy that's is Andy Ruiz's business partner.
Okay.
I know a guy that signed them for music. His name is Flight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that he's always with them.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't heard of the other guys. But
Yeah,
Andy
Eddie Zuko.
Ruiz,
Yeah, he's a reggae guy. Andy Ruiz was a boxer. So I'm from a very small town, and I've just straight out of high school, I went to the military, and then just kind of bounced around cities, and then met my wife at work, and then she's from Carson, and I was like, all right, baby, I guess we're staying in Carson.
I met mine at work too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's nice, dude. That's nice.
I had dropped the mixtape and I just gave her one, not even thinking anything.
Nice.
She's like, hey, this is pretty cool. And then we were friends, But
Were you wearing a fancy watch by any chance, or a cool
I
watch?
wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I was at work. I worked at the airport at the time.
Okay.
I had on just some regular work clothes. But no, were you wearing a fancy watch?
I think I was wearing a Nixon, like all gold, brush gold, and I think that's how I won her over, because she saw we work in a dirty environment, so I was dressed up, and she's like, "Oh, this motherfucker takes care of himself," and she was like, "Oh shit, look at that nice watch," and that was it.
Watch,
2 kids later in the house, but
congrats to us.
yeah,
Nice.
Thank you. But yeah, that's cool, man. Shoot, is there any? Oh, actually, let's go to our next one. This one, I thought it was grape, but it's fruit punch.
Oh, I thought it was great.
I
too.
know you. I was so excited, but don't let it fool you. It might still be good.
What was the last one? Oh, watermelon.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. I don't ever taste melon in watermelon.
Yeah, you're right. Cause I don't know.
I just thought about that.
No, yeah, it's a strange flavor that we've gotten accustomed to. Cheers, bro.
Oh yeah, this one's good.
Yeah,
Not
it's
as
smooth.
sweet.
It's fucking smooth.
Not as sweet.
All these I could drink this all of them by the pool, except for the Capri Sun flavor. I like to be more harsh on my ratings, but some of these I couldn't help it. Some of these I gave them 9s. I enjoy all the fruity flavors because it's 5%, so you're competing against a beer.
Right.
I am judging all my beverages like in the same category. It's not fair, but I'm gonna be as real as it gets, when it comes to something in a can. Like, your girl might like this, people will say that's cool because it's Arizona. But if this was in the White Claw can, they would be like, oh, what are you drinking? You know, you'd probably get judged or whatever. But yeah, I mean, they're all really good, I
You
think.
could even be at the beach, you know, just
Oh yeah,
pour one of these, empty out a regular Arizona and just pour one of these in there.
yeah,
I mean, you could do that with any drink. Really.
right.
I think it would be cool if you had like a like the number signs, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's a
10.
good idea. That's a good idea. I always take all these ideas into consideration. I don't know if you've seen my chugging videos, but I have a rating system, and it's you know how there's mud flap girls,
Yes.
but it's the chunky guy with a truck driver hat and a beer. So it's like if I call this a 9, it'll be 9 of them. Beep, beep, bing.
That's tight.
Yeah,
Check it
yeah.
out.
Watch the video sometimes, and you'll see it. You might enjoy them.
I'm gonna check it out.
I try to be silly with it. It's only 3 minutes long. You know, so if you are in the parking lot of Walmart and you're like, oh fuck, what is it, this or that? Oh shit, Broham's chugging brews. They got me covered. Oh, okay, that's a 7. All right, that's a 9. Okay, cool.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know.
check out all that stuff. Like I usually do my research,
Mhm.
but the last like 3-4 days I was really sick, like down.
Oh, okay.
So today's like my 3rd day back where I'm like, okay,
Gotcha.
I'm good. You know?
Like I said, I'm glad you can make it out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So I wasn't gonna miss it. I was like, I'm gonna get better. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that.
Thank you.
This is really good. This is good.
So good. So, earlier you mentioned to me, but what's your favorite alcohol, beverage, liquor, beer? Doesn't matter. What's your go-to? I can't even answer that anymore because I'm on this channel. Like I'm trying so many, I can't.
So I don't really. I like beer rarely.
Okay, fair.
Not rarely. I'll go drink a beer right now, but
You'll fuck with these now. Right?
yeah.
I'm not sponsored. I'm not promoting.
No,
It
it's all
just
good, yeah.
you know, it's the
It's all
flavor.
good.
The flavor's good.
I like Sapporo if I'm gonna drink beer.
Japanese, huh?
Yeah, and then I drink Remy Martin.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I drink. Yeah, I don't really do tequila.
Gotcha.
No, it's like, I'm a cognac guy.
I recently started cognac, and that's from it's the brand that 50 cents. He's got his own line, but specifically
What's it called?
Phantom. VS, I forget, but Phantom. It's a black bottle. I'll probably post a picture of it on the podcast, but for whatever reason, I took a taste testing at Bevmo. I thought it was good. Ever since then, and to keep myself under control, I'll drink it straight.
Yeah.
So it's harsh, but the first it's smooth. I don't know, it's crazy.
like-
I don't even like cognac,
wonder
but I
what-
like that.
What is this? It's like a I'm trying to figure out why it would be so good. Because I mean, Remy Martin's good, but
Right.
it's still harsh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just
You can review it.
yeah. That one I feel is gonna be unfair because I like it so much, but.
After-
You know, and I'm trying not to be biased, but if you watch one of my previous videos, the Corona Extra, I'm so tired of that beer, but I chugged through it, and one of my friends, they noticed it, and they were like, "Yeah, I could tell you didn't want to do that one, but
Is it you don't like it at all, or is it?
I'm just burned out."
Yeah, I feel it.
You know, but you try the Corona Premier, it has a Corona taste, 90 calories, 4%, it's smooth. I can't beat that. I could drink that at the beach all day.
I had one of those actually, and I didn't know it was like super small.
Right. And I'm one of those guys I used to make fun of guys too for
Yeah.
drinking shit. But like I had that and I was like, my life has changed. Like
I used to be that guy
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
And
you
then
know,
I was
it's-
like, I don't even care. What
I was a fucking silly goose back then. You know what I mean? Like, but you have any final advice you'd give artists?
Man, if you're an artist, my advice to you would be advice that a guy that I worked with for a very long time, his name is Geo Works, or I call him G or Geo. For so many years, I spent money on studio time.
Okay.
When I lived up in the Bay Area, I didn't really know anybody to go to the studio, what studio to go to, so I would drive all the way down to LA just to record.
Okay.
And Gio was like, dude, like, why don't you just record yourself?
Right.
I don't know how to. I don't want to learn. It looks complicated. There's
Right.
too much that goes into it. And then I said, you know what? One day I said, I'm just going to do it. So I went on OfferUp, Craigslist, and I got everything I needed: a computer, interface, the microphone, And I just started recording myself. And if I had any questions, he would help me out. But it would be to record yourself.
Right.
Learn how to record yourself. There's no reason why you should go spend money on studio time. Spend money on getting it mixed and mastered. I spent like $700 total on my whole studio.
Get in the trenches and like learn the dirty work, and
It's super easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
I know it just takes time.
It takes time.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
You got to be patient.
Yeah. You invest in yourself. That would be my
Right.
biggest thing. Invest in yourself. If you want to go far with this, you have to invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
Just like any other thing in life, you have to invest. You're not going to make it just by posting videos every now and then.
Right.
Invest in yourself. Save money on the studio time. Use the money that you were going to spend on the studio for marketing, for promotion, for whatever you want to use it for. But yeah, I would say my biggest advice is record yourself, because then you get to be creative whenever you want.
Right.
You don't have to wait till your studio session comes to record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the room right now and record. It's simple as that,
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think with today's day and age, with Amazon, with Walmart, they're all competing against each other and lowering the prices. So you could even go on TikTok shop and get a freaking deal. It's like you said, that's probably really, really good advice.
He knows what he's talking about.
But you do have to invest in yourself. Like I've noticed that with this whole podcasting thing, and
Yeah, you got a nice setup. This is a dope little setup. These mics are cool. The little pop filters are cool.
I like this brand because I'm familiar with it. I use a similar thing for gaming, and that never took off. If you guys ever want to be a podcaster, try streaming, and if you're not interesting enough, try podcasting, because that's probably gonna be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But streaming, you got to talk to yourself the entire game, and I normally try to, but maybe it's just not engaging enough. But sometimes you have a lot of streaming softwares that just don't work that well, and it's hard.
That's true. I've been watching a little bit of streamers on TikTok that are they're playing Madden or something.
Right.
And some of them got me intrigued. They got me in there. I'm like, oh, I'm rooting for you.
Right.
I don't even know. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. They're good storytellers, bro, and you're like, oh shit, you know? And yeah.
Don't stop though.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
I got 15 subscribers on Twitch, and seven of them are bots. 7 of them are fake. But 7 of them are real people, and I get like a constant viewer all the time.
That's
so
good though.
It's cool. It's cool. I dig it.
One person to see it.
It's cool.
I haven't really messed with Twitch. I need to start messing with Twitch.
Yeah, I've been starting to stream more with my daughter, testing the microphones and being silly. But that concludes our podcast today. Thank you for coming out again.
Appreciate
I
you.
greatly appreciate it. And the whole point of this is to promote you, us having fun, and review some beers.
Awesome beers, man.
So-
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
I love them.
Any final shout outs?
Man, shout out my fam, my girl, my 2 kids, my mom, everybody I do music with. Eric, man, he's such an important person in my life. Nobody would even know. He's a behind the scenes type of guy. He's been my music manager for a while now, and we kind of, he always wants to go, but I'm always like, I don't know, I'm just,
Right.
But he's like, he saved my life, man. He's definitely times where I just wanted to not be here. He's been there to help me get through everything. So shout out to Eric, man. That's everybody. Everybody deserves a friend like that guy. My mom, she's freaking amazing, man. She supports me in everything I do. My sisters, shout out the podcast. Shout out to everybody doing music. Shout out to everybody if you're watching this. Follow them, man. I'm sure he's gonna drop that.
Broham's Chug and Brews, baby.
Chug and Brew. I was gonna say Bros Chug and Brew, but
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you make that shirt?
No, I like to buy a lot of silly shirts to try to get attention.
That's dope.
Yeah. So, what did it say?
It says, "Cheers, incoming call, accept or decline."
And today I had to answer, of course. But
It's amazing, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so much,
thank you,
man.
thank you, man. Thank you for coming out.
Baby, yeah, you know you're fine. But can I tell you something? You put on a good disguise ugly. Baby, yeah, you know you're fine, but can I tell you something? You put on a good disguise, cause your attitude is ugly. Ay, baby, I can't even lie. You made me feel like that guy, but then I got to know you. Now I wish I did not know you.